All right, check this out. You guys are back on the Hater World and on Blue Devil. What we got going on today is a clip from StreetTV.net, also known as Street Gangs TV. You guys might know him as Alex Alonso, the gang expert. Listen, he interviews a lot of gang members and gang bangers at LA County, but recently he been going out of state. I've been seeing him in different states all over the country interviewing, all types of gang members and gang bangers. He knows what he's talking about when it comes to the streets. He is a gang expert. Well, today he's bringing us a video outside the courtroom for the Tory Lanez hearing. We all know that Tory Lanez has received 10 years for shooting an alleged gang member. Yeah, alleged gang member, Megan the Stallion. Now look, she's a gangster rapper. She from the streets. She from the hood. And yet she's in the courtroom crying and sobbing to try to put a man behind bars for life. But you already know, before we get into this video, if you want me to react to your videos, if you're an upcoming artist, if you want me to promote your brand, send me a DM on Instagram at TheHaterWorld and we can talk business. Other than that, let's go ahead and watch this clip and get you guys a Southsider's reaction. Let's go.
There's death, and the person still gets less than 10 years. In this case, to get a 10-year sentence is extreme, and really just another example of someone being punished for their celebrity status and someone being utilized as to send an example. And he's not an example, he's a human being. And I think it's incredibly unfortunate. It's something that we plan on appealing. Incredibly disappointed that the district attorney's office didn't step up and put their money where their mouth was in this case. But hey, that's certainly within their discretion, and that's why you have two sides to the argument. Incredibly poorly. The attorney had.
Listen, people think that having an attorney is a way to wiggle out of going to prison. Sometimes, bro, the attorney, no matter how much he does, no matter how much evidence he provides, no matter how good his argument is, sometimes, bro, it don't matter, bro. Sometimes it don't matter, bro. Listen, you could have the best attorney on the planet, and if they want to bust you, they will bust you.
Weeks to prepare for trial, and we would have come in prepared and ready to show that Daystar Peterson was innocent of these charges. So,
how is his demeanor right now? How does Mr. Peterson handling this?
like any human being would be, incredibly sad and down, knowing that he's not going to be around his child for such an extended period of time, and knowing that he's not going to be able to be there for the countless number of people who are dependent upon him, and for his whole life's purpose, which is to help people and to be a beacon of light for some people.
Listen, could you blame? Because what the lawyer is saying right here, he's saying that, Tory Lanez will be missed because he looks out for a lot of people. He's a money maker. He's the money bag, right? He's the one that provides for his family, probably his kids, probably the baby mama, probably all these people that he hires. But couldn't you say Tory Lanez should have knew better? Can't you say, well, those were his actions? I can tell you this. 10 years sounds excessive, but I know other states probably would have gave him more life. Because I think that's considered, I don't know what they charged him with, but I'm pretty sure that's considered attempted murder, even though it was just shooting at her horse feet, Hey, she calls herself the Stallion. Don't blame me. Listen. She a gangster, bro. She a gangster, and she out here pointing fingers and whining and crying like a bitch. Listen. Why you get in the kitchen and you can't stand the heat? I don't get it, bro. Like, Why you want to play the game, but then when the game is played against you, you want to cry and whine? Bro, she could have simply said, look, nothing happened to me. I ain't going to say nothing. When she went to the hospital, you know, and they asked her, I don't know. Nothing happened. And then the cops would have came, nothing happened. Nothing happened. It wasn't none. I don't know who it was. I don't remember. I don't know anything. You know, that's bullshit, bro. That's bullshit.
Even if you want to believe that he's guilty of these charges, one night, and something so out of character does not judge an entire person's life. And I think that, you know, I do this for a living for two reasons. One, because not everyone is guilty, and two, because just because someone makes a mistake doesn't mean they should pay for it for the rest of their lives the way this situation turned out. So it's something that we're all motivated to try and turn around and fight for. It's a difficult job, and especially when so many people cry for blood out there.
You will remain as counsel. You will remain as counsel.
Sorry, I heard you.
Yeah, thank you. You said that it was one night. The judge said today that one of the main aggravating factors was the post-arrest arraignment behavior, the disinformation campaign. That's not one night.
Well, it's not one night, but let's face it. There was a lot of back and forth there. Both rap artists are doing competing diss tracks, and they both have a platform. And as I mentioned earlier, this is no different. This is no different than other relationships where people turn to social media to voice their discontent with the other. And unfortunately, these two individuals have a much higher, audience, and they're much more in the spotlight. So.
Simply what he's saying is that bitch is crying too much. You know, she tried to be tough. Tory Lanez was being tough. They were both airing each other out on social media. You know, we're able to see it because they got hundreds of thousands of subscribers, you know, and now one is crying more than the other. Again, bro, again. She recently wrote a letter to the judge saying that Tory Lanez was not resentful, that he was not, he didn't feel bad for what he did. Bro, come on, like, she trying to bury this motherfucker, bro. She trying to bury this guy. Let's not forget she's a thug. Let's not forget she got a past with her ex-man of abuse. You know, this bitch is sick in the head, homie.
Post behavior, I'm sorry, I didn't see the level of severity that the prosecution is claiming it was. To somehow indicate, because a person feels wrong by prosecutors, to somehow think that they have a target on their back. Quit crying about that. I mean, he didn't have a problem coming out here in front of the entire world and being in front of the cameras and making statements every day. So he should be a big boy, put his big boy pants on, and expect somebody to respond. And that's all Tory was doing, was responding. So I think everyone has the right to respond when criticized and when called out the way he was called out. So that's quite frankly, to try to utilize that when you have the authority and ability and the discretion to prosecute, I think that's a little bit over the top. So
can you talk about the next step and your motion for bail?
Sure, we're filing a motion for bail pending appeal. And the reason for that is there are significant issues, appellate issues that we've laid out in our motion for new trial. We tried our best to lay out, but we have very strong issues for the appeal that we've uncovered. And given that, the law says that he's entitled to bail pending appeal.
What do you think his chances are?
Bro, if the appeal don't work and he got to do the 10-year sentence, I think Kelly, I haven't been in jail in a long time, but I think it's still 60. It used to be 85%. I think it's 65% now. I'm not sure. So, out of 10, he'll do 5. He's done 2. So he'll probably do like 3 more years, bro. It's not a lot of time, trust me, but it's not a little bit of time either. Especially when you got all that bread and you got reasons to live and be out here and you got people waiting and depending on you. But at the same time, it's like you made those choices, you made the bed. Is nobody trying to make up excuses for you? You got to lay in it, right? But come on, bro. Like, it's not like Megan Thee Stallion was an innocent bystander. It's not like she was just a regular old grandma walking down the street. It was a hyena that's playing the game. Would it have been different if it was a guy? Come on. Like, look, that's why that whole no snitching, don't rat, that's why it's so big, bro. Because, listen, if you playing the game, motherfuckers ain't going to go to the cops. They're going to go retaliate and get you. And then you can't, go outside of the rules of the game and go to the popo. Like, come on, like, dog, don't go to the cops. Do what you got to do to me. Street justice. That way none of us go to jail and then we keep our criminal activity within the streets. But if you running after the cops, then you cheating, homie. You cheating in the game. You cheating. But if it would have been the other way around and you would have got one up on me, it would have been all cool. Nah, that's some bullshit. Motherfuckers should ban or cancel Megan Thee Stallion. They need to cancel her, bro. For real.
At the second district.
Well, as far as the appeals concerned, I think they're very strong issues, incredibly strong issues that stem from an original fact that his attorney had a conflict of interest that carried out in this trial. Evidence came in that should not have come in about his attorneys and his defense. And the fact that an entire day of testimony went by without the ability to cross-examine.
Look, I'm going to kill this here because it's too noisy in the background and I can't even understand what he's saying. But look, 10 years is a lot of time, bro. Megan Thee Stallion, I don't know, bro. I don't know why people fuck with her bumper music. She's garbage. Her music is garbage. Her image is garbage. She's one of those cases where people feel bad for her, and that's why they support her. Like she's one of those ones that probably had a good song or two good songs, and now it's like, oh, poor Hyena, she got beat, or she was abused by Tory Lanez. Blah, get the fuck out of here. I can guarantee you she's been the aggressor in a bunch of domestic violence cases with her ex. I seen some photos of her beat, bro, like looking bad from her having domestic violence with her ex-man. They're all like that, bro. All these hyenas that are from the hood, bro, they all beat their men, bro. They all fucking get drunk and act like fucking sloppy hippos out there. Come on. Listen, I'm going to kill this video before I say anything else. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I got a couple more videos dropping today, so, keep an eye out for that. And other than that, I'm Blue Devil. This has been the Hater World production, and we out.